Okay.
Okay, we have a quorum. We have 6 people here. And Paul has stepped out for just a second. So Bill is away, so I'm sitting in for Bill today.
Yeah, he's in Europe. Oh,
Yeah, I
some
know.
gorgeous
I
canal
know.
or something.
Probably in a rainstorm or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have, let's see, we have Nick, we have Paul, myself and Penny. That's the quorum. Yeah, yeah. Right?
5 is a quorum.
Yes,
Yeah,
but we actually have 6.
where, who's there 6?
4 here and 2 online.
Wait, I only threw 2 online.
I saw Nick and I thought I saw another one on. Okay, for
No,
just 5.
just 5.
5, you're right. Okay, any public comments?
No public comments.
Okay. Minutes for September 12th. Everybody a chance to review them?
They're fine.
You want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Approved. Okay, general business and updates. So who wants to go first? Ty?
Well, I'll let Scott run through the job progress on site.
All right, thank you, thank you. We're just technical fingers here. Good morning. So, hold on, Larry's getting us something right here. Okay, and I think we're there. Right, can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, great, thank you, appreciate it. All right, so normally we walk from the inside out. This round, we're gonna kind of do from the outside in. Just that's where our main focus is right now. On the outside is there's a lot going on. So as you can see here, the structure is up. You can see the parapet walls are all being framed across the top of the roof. We have the temp roof is up on the upper area. You can see that's still kind of taped off, but we've got the temp roof up there. We're rolling up there to start the parapet wall. A little rainy today, so we're not going to do any work up there today, but the next round is getting that parapet wall up there and starting to get the mechanical systems ready to be set on the upper roof with this temporary area. In the lower right-hand corner, you can see that we've started the framing, the steel framing for the garage doors, and we've poured the concrete aprons that happen outside this particular garage area. And we're going to get ready to start pouring the aprons inside under the Sally Port at the Sally Port area. Going on to the next photo, you'll see here, this is again a photo of the garage where you can see the framing and the masonry starting to close that corner up. We've got some of the infill. There's a lot of little details now that are happening where we transition between the block, the CMU block and the steel, and then prepare for the vapor barrier for the brick application. So that's what you're looking in the top left-hand corner with that wood. You can see the framing around the perimeter of the new structure as we get ready to install the exterior skin on the building. And again, working at the garage door areas here, getting those ready to get closed up. Continuing up to the west of the building, the northwest corner, this is the generator pad. So we've got the generator pad, the footings are poured, the foundation wall is poured, and we're preparing for the concrete to pour that pad on Monday. So Monday is when we're going to pour that slab. That's got the electrical conduits are stubbed up, all the grounding and bonding and a lot of little stuff that happened around there has been complete. And we're getting ready for that concrete on Monday. The generator is expected to be delivered to the riggers in the next couple days. Once that gets to the riggers, it'll sit there for a couple days as we allow this concrete to cure. Once this reaches its 7-day strength, we'll prepare to deliver that generator the following week. So probably about a week and a half out, and we'll start setting the generator. This is the front of the building here. As you can see, what we're working now is getting the front. We've got the grading to the right is kind of graded out. So we're kind of graded, establishing our grades now. We're chopping out the old concrete slab at the front of the building area, cautiously isolating those columns so as to allow those columns and those column footings to remain, while chopping the concrete, multiple layers of years of different types of concrete in that area to get that area cleared out. The next photo here you'll see is the switchgear down in the boiler room. So the switchgear has been set. We're starting to pull the wires between those different units, the different pieces of switchgear, and tying those units together in preparation for the next round of wire pulls that are going to happen to the distribution system. So all the conduits come underground, come up to the underside of those. That's what comes from the service switchgear and goes out to the generator area. I'm sorry, transformer and transformer and generator. Both of them go transformer and generator. That's the ATS and the transfer switch on the right-hand side there. Going to the next photo here. This is a little bit of a weird photo, but it kind of gives you an idea what some of the intricacies we have going on. Where that is the boiler room that we're looking at right there. Those are the concrete pads that the boilers are going to sit on. This is the relocation of the door. We had some of those challenges with the mechanical systems overhead. So we were able to manipulate. As you look up high, you can see some of the mechanical system valves and couplings and stuff like that, fittings, to get us up and around that open area. So that steel is up, and we're generating, building this opening to both the boiler room and then the SRT storage room back in there. This is a challenging look down where the old ramp used to be. This is where the ramp used to be on the corridor that goes towards the outside. That plywood in the back is the door that goes to the canopy outside area. But we're starting to button up this area as we come up. All the new masonry walls are being built to the left. That door on the left right there is to the men's locker room. Women's locker room is just across it on the other side. And then to the left here, you see this is the opening that goes to the chairlift down in the that gets you from that depressed area up to the lower level as we go there. The next photo here is of the women's locker room. So we've insulated the pipes. So we've got all the pipes insulated. We've got the blocking installed for some of the millwork that has to go in there. And we are preparing to begin closing those walls up end of this week as we order the material for that. And then the next photo is of the upper level. This is the new addition. It's hard to get. It's a small space, so we were just trying to get you a flavor of what we got going on the upper addition. So you can see we've got the ductwork overhead, obviously, both the supply and return air. You see some of the cylindrical or the round duct up there. We've got a lot of pipe. You see the pipe is starting to go up for the sprinkler pipe up there. We're starting to get some of that pipe up. All the framing is complete for all the new little areas. This is the muster room or the roll call room you'll see here. And again, just as you can see, the framing is up, and now we're starting with the mechanical systems in the new addition. And then this final photo is just one of us up on the roof. So we're standing on top of the canopy, looking back at the building. All the exterior framing with those windows. Those are the windows from the new addition that will look out towards the roof area. And you can see the skylight that's going to be going right there as we get ready for that. And then you'll see again, another last look at the parapet walls that we're getting to build, and for the cupola base up there, that's all painted up nice and ready to receive the cupola. Probably in about more towards the end of October is when we're looking to get the cupola out here. You can also see over here, we've got some of the lightning protection that goes on as well. So you got some lightning protection that happens there as well. So we've got a lot of good things going on, and we're just preparing for the next step in this area. Once we get those parapets done, we'll then begin looking to get the roof up there.
We're also going to be starting to rip that existing roof off, right?
Correct. So we're looking to start the existing roof demolition on the west side. We're hoping to start that end of this week, again, whenever it rains, everything gets all whacked out. So we're expecting a roof for tomorrow, but we'll see how today's events affect us. And then once they do the front of the roof, they'll come over to this back side of the roof and begin to get that roof ripped off. All the while, we're working on that upper temporary roof with getting the mechanical systems ready to get set, curbs installed, and the likes. We kind of left out the lobby area. We've seen that enough right there. It's kind of the same as it is. We're in the process of just preparing to install the windows at the dispatch and the records room. But other than that, it's kind of status quo now, as all of our mechanicals are pointing out, and now we're starting all that work overhead in the new addition area.
Benny, you had a question?
It's just, if you go back to the prior picture, just remind me, what are the rooms in the new addition that are on the ends of the building that have no windows back there?
This is the record
The
store.
roll call room is in the middle.
Go to the next this one. Which photo are you looking for? This one?
Going back.
That one.
This one. All right.
Yeah, that one. What are like, what's that? Yeah.
Like
To
that's
the
the
left
roll.
of those with,
that's
that's
the-
the roll call,
Correct. Those 4 windows are kind of like the roll call room. Those 4 windows there. And
right?
then the windows to the right, there's one office in there. And then the records storage is to the right, which doesn't have any windows in it. That right corner is where you get the high density storage,
Okay,
that area back there. So there's no windows back there because that's just storage. And then, like I said, coming across, you got an office, and then you've got the 2 roll call, 4 roll call windows. And
and
then
then to the left of roll call,
You go to the left of the roll call is
This is the
day room. You got day room. You got two windows.
right, the day room area right here,
Yep.
and then you got the sergeant's office here.
The windows on the other side.
And the windows are right here. You can kind of see them, and the windows are on this side. So you
you're
get
on the
windows.
side, okay.
Correct. You get windows in the sergeant's room here, training sergeant and sergeant, and then again over here into this into this office here, which is the day room, and then we go into the roll call area right in here, roll call area.
And the lieutenant. to the right.
Right, and then you got there's like a
Lieutenant
lieutenant.
is the other two.
So these 2 is the lieutenant's office right here.
Yep.
Right, so you got storage, lieutenant, roll call,
Day room.
day room, and then the sergeant's rooms back here, with these windows back here.
Okay,
All right,
thank
does that?
you.
You're
Yep,
welcome.
yep, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions, Scott?
Why didn't we put windows there on the left side?
That's what I was asking.
I think it probably has to do with furniture layout, or there might be some millwork in there. I don't know.
Millwork, furniture layout, you want a you want an open wall for whiteboards or stuff like that, so I can look at the details a little bit further.
Okay.
Is Brian on today?
It was. But,
Why don't we ask him at the end? I
Well, it
think
matches visually the far right and the
Yeah.
far left, so from a balance perspective, you've got windows in the middle and an empty right and left.
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
Architect, for me, visually, you want that side not
Symmetry.
having the windows on the left side.
Yeah, I'm on the line. All of the offices have windows. The sergeants, the training sergeants have windows that face EMS. I figured that's a better view than looking over the canopy.
Mechanical systems.
There's going to be a lot of mechanicals on that roof. So the windows that go to the mechanical systems are common spaces other than the lieutenant's office. The roll call, the day room, those are common spaces. There is another left of the day room. There's also a storage room that takes up some of that width right there. So that's storage. So we put the windows where the best view was.
Okay, should we roll into numbers? A lot of what we're going to go through today is really just processing of paper, moving things from pending to approved, but we'll walk down through them and take them up line by line. First, line 32, which was, had to do with the security rolling doors, coiling doors. That just went from an approximate to a pending. So that is going through the mail right now, and then it'll go into the approved. Jumping down to the next one, line 49. We talked about this, I think, at the last meeting about the flooring at the lower level. That just went from pending to approved. Same thing for line 58, which is the light fixture change that we talked about for the exterior. That went from pending to approved. The next one, this one is trifurcated, I guess it would be the word. We're doing this in increments. This has to do with all of the MEP coordination. The middle area that's just in pending now, that is for the slab cutting and patching. And then the last piece, Larry, what's the last piece in approximate have to do with?
Some architectural changes.
Okay.
Currently, like, working with Brian on some of the things. Let's say we showed like the door relocation in the boiler room, those kind of minor things that we have.
That are proceeding on sort of a T&M basis. So Larry's original estimate was 95. Right now, we're tracking to 97, which I think is pretty good estimating. And that's from the photos, you saw a lot of that stuff's ongoing right now. So that should be wrapping up pretty quickly.
So just on that one, we approved up to 95, so there'll probably have to be another, once that gets
That last
solidified.
piece,
If
yeah.
you go over 95, we'll just have to have a revote on it.
Very good. Number 68. This is the air gap in between the two walls in the basement, the CMU wall and the brick where they infilled the windows. So that's been finalized. That just went from pending to approved. Number 70, we talked about is the exterior camera location. This is in the back of the building where we had to refeed some stuff. Again, went from pending to approved. Physical training room, drawing revisions on that, some electrical and so some of the flooring finishes that went from pending to approved. The new primary conduits from the pole to the transformer went from pending to approved. The next one, 74. This is a couple little changes in the records room to accommodate some furniture. And then also in the dispatch area, we had to add some toilet accessories in the bathroom that were not addressed originally on the drawings. So a couple of small things there. So that's went from approximate to pending. Double-sided here. Number 80. This is went from pending approved. This was adding the transite box and rearranging things because Eversource wouldn't let us run so many conduits up the pole. So we had to consolidate things going up onto the pole. 84, we talked about, I think at the, I don't know if it was our internal or the last building committee meeting, but in the IT office, there was a request for some additional millwork, cabinets and whatnot. There was a discussion whether we want to stick with the millwork or perhaps go with furniture. This is the hard number for the millwork, and there's about 1,000 of this is electrical adjustments to accommodate the new layout. So this is the number that we're looking at, and I think the ball is now in your court to decide which path to go down.
Yeah, this is, some of it is optional work and some of it might be replacing furniture. So we're going to see where the furniture budget comes in. So we're going to table this item till late October when we know where we stand with all the furniture and come up with the best solution, and we'll bring it for the committee.
Then the last four have to do with, these are some new ones. The first one, actually, I think we did discuss at the last meeting, This was with all the MEP coordination, they upsized the size of some of the piping. So that's already been approved and that work's underway. The next one is some steel coordination with some of the MEP. This is a hold. You don't see a number here when we get to the hold category. So this is money that's already in the GMP. It's not increasing the value of the project, but there was just some coordination with the steel for some of the MEP equipment that sits on that roof after the shop drawings, after we went into fabrication. Cupola base, this was just some abatement that we had to do at the bottom of the cupola for some transite panels. This was done on TNM, so this will be processed shortly. And then the last one is the temporary roof. We had a vapor barrier in the project originally, which can very often serve as a temporary roof. Then that was pulled out. So we had to sort of double back and put the temporary roof. This is helping us a lot to catch up on the MEP rough end, because you can't really put in MEP equipment or ductwork and piping until you've got a roof on. So this is important to the schedule. And we originally were going to use the vapor barrier, and then when that was pulled out, we had to sort of double
Where
back.
is this? It says the high roof.
This is the height where those offices we were all just looking at. That's right on top of that. One of the photos, you saw the black stuff hanging over the edge, or maybe there you go. It's that section right there. The small office occupied area, the new addition.
Why would it be a temporary roof? Why wouldn't it?
Well,
why wouldn't you
because
go into-
we don't want to put the permanent roof on, because we're going to be taking off the high roof on
Right.
top of it. We don't want all that stuff coming on. So it's
Good timing.
the
Can
timing.
you, just while we're on this picture right here?
Yeah.
What is the finish gonna be on that?
With the parapet?
Yeah,
It's gonna
with the
look very
parapet.
much like the other the old school building next door. It's gonna have the dentals and all the filigree and whatnot around. It's just sort of like the front of the building. It's gonna carry
Right,
that thing.
okay, and then on the, if you look at just the parking area, what's that? I'm just trying to remember from the prior
I
diagrams,
don't
what that
remember
finish is
that
gonna
one.
be.
Well, yeah, no, you have
Like
the
right
same thing.
there, it's the
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah.
Okay. But is that gonna be, so that's gonna be an area that can be walked out on just to reach all the equipment that you need for the building?
I don't think much sits on that. That's potential solar in the future.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
that's
couple mechanical systems over near the Sallyport side that supply fresh air and allow, in and out of Sallyport, heat or stuff like that, right in this area.
But there's nothing.
But there's nothing over there,
Over the skylight, it's
right,
not-
past the skylight, there's nothing on that side, on that north side.
Right, okay,
You take it for solar.
right.
So that last thing, the temp roof, that's being funded out of,
East side.
it's being funded out of our contingency.
We always put it on the north.
Yeah.
Part.
Yeah.
It's pretty open most of the day.
Any questions on the PCO log? If not, we'll just keep motoring. Some of the things we've already talked about.
You guys see the summary page? I don't see the
Yep.
summary page in the report.
Yeah, so at the bottom, we have 193 in approximate, 82 in pending, 721. So with a total of 997, 424. So that went up a little bit from the last meeting, $9,000. Not a lot of, most of it, as I said, was just adjusting from column to column. Okay. On the holds report, again, some of these are things we've already addressed, but the new lintels, this has to do with all the MEP reconfiguration in the lower level. That just went from pending to approved. And then the next one is actually a combination There's three of them together, which also adds up to about $10,000, or does add up to $10,000, and that's for additional framing and other structural changes throughout the addition and the lower level. The two yellow blips below that are just technical errors. There's no, well, then just going to the summary page then on holds, you can see where we are. Started with 336. We have 27,000 approved, 10,000 pending, and, I mean, sorry, 27,000 approximate, 10,000 pending, and 61 approved. So we have a balance of 237 in the holds.
You anticipate using most of those?
I would say if you look at the burn rate, no, but simple answer, the burn rate accelerates as you're coming down the home stretch a little bit. But I would say I would not estimate that we're going to spend all that.
So likely to see a return on that. Got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Allowances, no change from the last report. And then the last one is contingency. These are the items we talked about before. 10,968. This is combined with some of the money that we just talked about in the holds for.
This is just for clarification, the CM contingency.
This is our contingency. Yes, correct. I'll leave Gene to talk about your side. And so all told, about $20,000 worth of miscellaneous structural modifications. And then there's another 5 there. And then the last one is the temporary roofing. So we started with 703. We've spent 186, 20 pending, 30 approximates, and 464 still balanced to remain.
So you should be happy with that.
Pardon me?
You should be happy with that. We
Yes.
should be happy.
Yes, yes. So I think again, a lot of the activities just progressing through, not a lot of new stuff. Again, now that we're through some of the heavy renovation and out of the ground, I think you'll see that the rate of change is going to reduce.
Okay, thank you. I don't think Gene's on, but I think you've given us a pretty good update on the key costs on all the 3 contingency buckets. Still in fairly good, very good condition. So the next on the agenda is any next steps that have not been identified and we need to amend the agenda for any reason. Okay, any new business? Anything else before we adjourn?
The presentation from Eugene, can that be sent out via email, please?
Joe, you know what Gene is?
So I don't think Gene does a monthly report. I don't think we're not due for monthly reports. So you'll get one in 2 weeks.
All right, thanks.
Okay, hearing nothing else, the meeting is adjourned at, you want a motion to adjourn, and you've got it? Okay,
Second.
all in favor, all in favor? Good, meeting is adjourned at 8:31.
Thanks.
Thank you.